Yeah. Welcome back to 96.1 Styling as we're dragging right through the afternoon. We're kicking it with my main man, Frosty. And boy, I got something I want to talk about. I've been wanting to talk about
Uh,
this all day. Now, you were at a fishing tournament over the weekend.
yep.
Now, the big question is, did you catch anything?
Me personally, no. I didn't even see the boat. I pulled it in and out of the water. I was running. What do you say? I was running bitch to this weekend. The
Oh,
boys,
man.
my son's partner, his dad, they took their boat out this time, and he took them out. Gosh did, and they caught fish after fish after fish. Couldn't get anything that would measure. They ended up coming in with a full bagger, 5 fish limit, and they have to be all 15 inches. Or if it was a spotted bass, it could be up to 12. Well, they had 5 that were measurable. One was a spotted bass. It was 13 inches, and it weighed about 2.5 pounds. So it was pretty good fish to add to the bag.
Oh, nice.
They ended the tournament, and I think we came in 9th place. They had right at 9.95 pounds. So, for a place that we went there this weekend, they went up yesterday, went around a couple places. This is the second time we've ever been on this lake. They did pretty good.
Well, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
But
And this is, as the kids get older, my kid, he's getting ready to turn 18. He's a senior this year, and this is something he'd like to pursue going into college. So he's all about it.
yeah. Now, since you guys do so much hardcore fishing,
Uh-huh.
do you ever see any of the ducket rod and reel poles out there?
Oh, yeah, we got a couple.
That is actually a cousin of mine.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll have to talk off the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they make some nice shit. Okay.
Yes, they do.
And they
Yeah.
are very proud of their shit. And
Speaking of which, I busted one the last time we were out, and I had to come up with a solution to fix it. So I Googled up the old Amazon and found a graphite repair kit, and I learned a couple things about fishing poles because when you break that $250 rod, and your kid's about ready to strangle you. You do the dad thing and you try to get it, find a solution as fast as you can.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah, it's interesting because I never really got to meet them when I was younger, okay?
oh yeah,
And I was at Cabela's or Bass Pro, and
uh-huh.
I was just getting into fishing, My dad and my grandfather, they didn't fish. They shot shit, okay?
Yeah,
My hippie uncle fished, okay? So
yeah,
what's interesting is, Boyd Duckett, and
yeah.
he, I ended up getting later on in life the family books and all that, and I ran across, saw his name, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I only know only one other Boyd, and that's Boyd Coddington, and I worked for him for a short period of time, and
Yeah.
well, I was contracted to work on some stuff, but here's the interesting thing. I saw their polls and all that stuff, and I thought that was interesting, and I saw the name in the book.
Uh-huh.
And I asked my grandma, and I go, we have a relative on Boyd Duckett, and she goes, yeah, he shows up at the family reunion every now and then. I was like, really?
Gotcha.
From Arizona?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Huh. Next family reunion went up, and I walked up, and I go, so you're Boyd Duckett of the fishing pole. You're the fishing king of the world. And he goes, yeah, have you used my poles? And I said, no. And he goes, you are a Duckett, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, with your address, I'll send you a kit. I still got the pole. It's like one of the nicest poles I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, they make some sweet stuff, that's for sure.
And then, like, late night or early morning, they'll have the fishing tournaments on TV.
Uh-huh.
And, man, they have a whole big rig of them guys and commercials. And I'm like, damn, man, what I am to the custom car industry, he is to the fishing industry.
That's, yeah. Fishing, bass fishing itself, it's
an
phenomenal.
art form.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of skill to it. You put a lot of time in. I mean, anything you put time into, people are living a lifestyle of fishing.
Yeah.
They go from contest to contest to contest, and they'll drag their families with them. And some of these guys have big rigs that, closed trailers where they can pull boats and different things, and multiple boats, and they get sponsorships. left and right. You know, some of these new bass boats,
Well,
like
they take
new
this shit
icons,
seriously.
they're $135,000.
Yeah, these are like the pro mod of bass boats. Okay.
Oh yes, you know these things get out on the water, and you're doing 80 mile to nothing, and you know it's a race to the next spot because you've got so many things on your instrumentation there that I got a length here, I got a spot here, I got a spot there, I got to go over here, and you know we do a lot of we call it practice fishing, and you're going out the day or two beforehand, and or a weekend beforehand, and you're finding places on the lake that you're going to fish, and okay, well we got to put together a strategy, you got to figure out what's biting, and every time of the year everything's always different. Every body of water you go to, it's different.
Oh yeah. Well,
you know, this summer we've had so much rain in the spring and everything was flooded, but we've been through a drought, and you know the lakes are down, and you know it's completely different from what we were just fishing 3 months ago.
Well, yeah, I mean it's kind of like no prep drag racing. I mean, you can go to the same track, they scrape the glue off of it. It's a tuner's game, and it's a strategy game. I've been on a couple of those expensive 80-mile-an-hour fucking bass boats, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't the speed I was interested in. It's the damn depth finder, and this damn thing will it'll damn near tell you what kind of fish it is.
Yes. Yeah. I make some, and there's a lot of people in the profession that are mixed with that. There's a couple pros out there that call it the cheater box.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a real thing, but sonar and some of the instrumentation out there, I mean, it's a money game for sure. For $2,500, you can have this thing too on your boat. If you know how to run some wires, you can ring it yourself. There's lots of YouTube videos out there that help you do it or help you set it up, different things. But I mean, the graphics are so good. You can look out and it'll go out 150 foot or so up further out in front of you and as deep as you want it to go. And you can see basically what looks like a live image of a fish and its behavior and what it's, you know, if it's under a bush or on a rock.
Or if it's junk in the water or... You know, I mean, I was really amazed. One of the guys that I went out with out on the Lake of the Ozarks, they found a big treasure chest.
Yeah.
And really, it wasn't a treasure chest per se. It kind of was, but
yeah,
you know, it wasn't a pirate's treasure chest. It was a big trunk.
Yeah.
Because back then, you know, when they would go out of town, they'd have these big trunks. That was their suitcases.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this had a bunch of fine wine in it.
Wow.
And so, Lake of the Ozarks, they flooded all that. They dug it out and flooded it. Well, there was stuff that was left behind, and some people left certain stuff behind hoping it would get found one day.
Yeah. Most of the lakes in Missouri were done that way. Table Rock Lake was built that way. Bull Shoals used to be a river, and they dammed it up. And, you know, you even see on YouTube now, I think, well, YouTube or even reality TV, there are recovery agents out there that they have specialized instruments, Garmin instruments and whatever, and they can go out and they're finding cars of people that have been lost for long periods of time, and they're finding bodies and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I seen a lot of that stuff they did up in Chicago, up in Lake Michigan. And that is that is the dangerous lake in the world. You know, I mean, weird storms happen. But we're going to shift gears here. So while you were on the docks, running around doing what you had to do, were you on YouTube by chance?
On occasion, I was able to pick up a little bit, tidbits of stuff here and there.
Did you
got a little TikTok action?
Did you see my madman, my buddy Finnegan's wheel stands all week?
All 4 wheels off the ground. Oh my gosh!
Multiple times.
All up off it. Oh man, that was amazing.
The one. I mean, this didn't happen just one time, people. This happened several times.
Yeah.
And the one pass he made, man, Finnegan, my hat's off to you, man. I give it to you. He stood it up and just said, fuck it, I'm going to drive this like the little red wagon wheel stand. He went way farther than he should.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And
I just got some Finnegan T-shirts in the mail the other day.
well,
I love that guy. He's got that drawing going on right now for that C10 that he's building.
oh yeah, and I bet you would love to get your hands
buy
on
some
that.
T-shirts and get a couple of entries in for that C10. Well, I'd love to have it in my dragway, that's for sure.
That's a nice C10. And guys, you know,
it is.
you guys can go to FSN's garage and definitely buy some shirts, buy some merch. I mean, I love the dude to death. He is a great guy. I've had some fun times with him. And, you know, you could possibly win a truck just by buying a shirt, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, but he does have it set up to where you can send a postcard in and possibly...
you don't have to spend money. You can still enter for free. There's details there by, I think they said, on FSM Garage. There you can pull up the information and it'll tell you how to do it. Yeah,
and the thing is, what's great about it is they come out with the square body shirt.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, and the thing is, if you don't win the truck, they've got other prizes. Like, I think he's taken the top 5 more people or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Finnegan always does something really great for his fans, you know. And
I think he had something where he was giving away old parts of Blasphemy from a box of stuff that he had been collecting. He's like, I don't need the stuff anymore, but let me autograph it and send it out in the next order.
Yeah, and it's just... Like back when he was the editor of Mini Truckin' Magazine, I mean, you know, he had big shoes to fill.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when Alexander left, you know, and you know, it's like he's just like, yeah, so what? Fuck it, you know, whatever. You got a cool truck? Well, let's shoot it. You know, I mean, that's just Finnegan. You know what I'm saying? And so I never really. When Roadkill come out and was the YouTube thing, I'll be honest with you, listeners, I thought it was dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
it was different.
I saw a couple of them and I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then, I guess once it got on Motor Trend and they had been a couple seasons in.
Yeah.
And I watched an episode and I could not stop laughing.
Man, him and David Freiberger put some stuff together.
Yeah.
I think the Rotson was the best one they ever did.
Oh, yeah.
And he bought it back.
Oh, yeah, he bought it back and he just
did a road trip from it, too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And what's crazy about this is, and this is the part I really like, they're just 2 average guys like, yeah, we're going to go cross country, we're going to buy this, and cannot make it back.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, I mean, the best way to describe this, if you've never seen a Roadkill episode, it's like you and your drunk buddy find a car on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist and get there, and it's like, well, you know, it's almost like the Crikey guy, you know, the Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
You know, oh man, it's a pissed off snake. Let's touch it. You know, you know, it's pissed now. Well, these guys are like, well, this thing's pretty bad shape, but let's see if we can get it running. Let's drive it home.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
but, you know, I would have to say that is my best, my go-to means of entertainment is YouTube and watching those guys, you know, whether it's Bicycle Garage, whether it's Finnegan, you know, Put the Fab Shop. I love that stuff. You know, they're taking stuff and building it and they're doing it in their backyard and they're real people and, you know, you can relate to all these things that they're doing, but they're having a good time. And, you know, it's something that you don't see. It's out of the ordinary, but it's so fun.
Well, I'll tell you guys this, with Sean Ellington and Justin Shearer, which is Big Chief.
Yeah.
Back when, you know, they were doing the podcast.
Yeah.
And we were filming the 405 show, and boy, they really hated this podcast, right? They had went somewhere over the weekend, and they were telling this story about they went and bought this car, and it broke down, and there was just so much shit with this. You know, it was a real roadkill deal.
Yeah.
But they didn't film any of it. But the week prior to that, they bought Harleys, and they went somewhere, they kept breaking down. And so Phantom's like, dude, we need to film this. So when Sean started his YouTube channel, in one of the first videos I really watched is where they took the baby blue donk, and they're going to a real donk race. And all the shit that happened, and then the race wasn't really shit. And
well, he bought some kind of old Lincoln or something out of the back of a barn that had been sitting there for 30 years.
Yeah.
And it had like cow manure stuffed all up underneath it and all kinds of other stuff. But the sheet metal in the car was amazing. It had real low miles, and they drug it out of there and they got it running. And yeah, I think that's right when they were getting into all the donks and everything that they were finding. Just cool stuff.
Yeah, well, he wanted to buy a bubble.
Yeah.
You know, he wanted to buy a fucking an Impala SS. It was on his bucket list, and I'm telling you, there was like 3 videos. They'd go fucking look at it. Well, and they even flew out. It was like, nah, that ain't what I want. And they fly back, you know. So that kind of stuff I really enjoy. And, you know, back to Roadkill, because we got to go back in, you know, commercials here.
Yeah.
One of my favorite episodes, and I'm trying to remember what the fuck they were driving, and it was leaking fuel. And Finnegan's like, it ain't a big deal. We're going to fix the headlights. So, you know.
Wasn't that the Dodge that had got wrapped around the tree or something like that?
Some fucking shit. They're driving this thing across country. It's pouring fuel out of it. And they stopped, and he goes, now we need to fix the rearview mirror. And I'm telling you, you know, Freiberger was flipping the fuck out. He's like, don't you think we need to address the fuel? Nah, it evaporates. It's just, and people, that's how Mike Finnegan is in real life.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, you know, it's fucking leaking. Oh, fuck, it'll fix itself, you know. Maybe we'll get some soap at the next stop, you know, and, you know, try to see if we can, you know, put some, you know, scrub some soap on it and make the gas tank quit leaking. And so, yeah. Well, on that note, guys, you're listening to 96.1 as we're dragging through the afternoon only on Styling Radio. You keep it styling. We'll be right back.